If you notice tingling in your feet at night, numbness in your toes during the day, or sudden burning or electric sensations that seem to appear without warning, stay with me for the next few minutes. What you're about to learn can help explain why nerve discomfort often increases after 60, and more importantly, how the right kind of movement may help support and protect sensitive nerves. This is not about medication. This is not about covering up pain. This is about using gentle movement to encourage healthier circulation and nerve support while you still have the chance. By the end of this video, you'll understand why many older adults unknowingly aggravate their nerve discomfort every day, why walking by itself is often not enough, and one simple exercise many specialists recommend to help improve blood flow to vulnerable nerves. Before we continue, take a moment to reflect. Do you experience numbness, tingling, or burning sensations in your hands or feet? Many people are told that nerve damage cannot improve, but ongoing research continues to explore how lifestyle habits may influence nerve health. Now, let's begin with the first movement, the one many people overlook, yet it can make a meaningful difference when practiced consistently. Number 5. Ankle pumps. This movement may look simple, but after age 60 it becomes especially important. Here's why. Your nerves are living tissue. Like muscles and organs, they depend on steady blood flow to stay healthy. Each nerve fiber is supported by tiny blood vessels that carry oxygen and nutrients. When circulation slows, nerve tissue receives less of what it needs to function well. As we age, blood flow to the lower legs tends to decrease. Spending long hours sitting, moving less during the day, and having weaker muscle contractions can allow blood to collect in the feet and calves. Over time, this reduced circulation may contribute to sensations like tingling, burning, or sudden electric feelings. If poor circulation continues, numbness can follow. Ankle pumps are designed to counter this problem. When the feet remain still for long periods, gravity pulls blood downward and it begins to pool in the lower legs. This added pressure can further slow circulation to sensitive nerve tissue. By gently pulling your toes toward your body and then pointing them away, you activate your calf muscles in a steady rhythm. These muscles act like a natural pump, softly compressing the deep veins in your legs and encouraging blood to move back toward the heart. Better blood flow means improved oxygen delivery to nerves that may be under strain. For this reason, ankle pump movements are commonly included in circulation programs discussed by organizations such as the National Institutes of Health. To perform ankle pumps, sit comfortably in a chair or lie down with your legs extended. Slowly draw your toes toward your shins, then point them away from you. Keep the motion smooth and controlled rather than fast. Begin with 15 to 20 repetitions on each foot. You can repeat this exercise several times a day, especially after sitting for long periods. The benefit of ankle pumps comes from regular practice, not force. Health guidance summarized by the Mayo Clinic highlights that frequent, gentle ankle movement can help reduce blood pooling and support healthier circulation in older adults. When circulation improves, nerve tissue receives better support, which is why ankle pumps deserve a consistent place in your routine. And this is also one reason walking by itself may not be enough. To make the benefits last, don't miss the next movement. Number 4. Calf raises. This movement may seem basic, but it plays a powerful role in supporting circulation to sensitive nerves. The calf muscles function like a natural secondary pump for your bloodstream. Each time these muscles contract, they compress the deep veins in your legs and help move blood upward against gravity. When the calf pump becomes weak, blood tends to collect in the lower legs. As circulation slows, nearby tissues, including nerves, receive less oxygen and nourishment. Over time, this environment can allow nerve discomfort to intensify. To perform calf raises, stand behind a chair or near a wall so you can steady yourself if needed. Place your feet about hip-width apart. Slowly lift your heels and rise onto the balls of your feet as high as feels comfortable. Pause briefly at the top, then lower your heels back down in a slow, controlled motion. That gradual lowering phase is important. It increases muscle engagement and encourages more effective blood movement than fast, bouncing repetitions. Start with about 10 repetitions, then rest. As your strength improves, work toward 2 or 3 sets at a pace that feels manageable. Research on lower leg strengthening has shown that regular calf exercises can significantly improve circulation to peripheral tissues over several weeks, and many participants report reduced discomfort and improved stability as a result. This becomes especially important after age 60. With aging, calf muscle mass naturally decreases, and longer periods of sitting become more common. Together, these changes weaken the very pumping system that nerves depend on for healthy blood flow. Keeping the calf muscles active helps maintain the circulation that supports nerve function. Number 3. Ankle rotations. This movement may appear very gentle, but after age 60, it plays an important supporting role in maintaining circulation around sensitive nerves. The ankle is a key junction in the lower leg where several blood vessels pass through a relatively tight space. When this joint becomes stiff or inactive, circulation through the area can slow. Ankle rotations help restore mobility and natural rhythm to the joint. As you move your foot in controlled circles, nearby muscles contract and release in sequence, creating a light pumping action that encourages blood to keep flowing instead of settling in the lower leg. To perform ankle rotations, sit or lie comfortably with one leg extended. Slowly rotate your foot in a circular motion, aiming for a smooth and controlled circle. Turn clockwise for 10 to 15 rotations, then reverse direction. Avoid forcing the range of motion. The key is to keep the movement slow and steady. Slower rotations give muscles and blood vessels time to respond, which supports healthier circulation to stressed nerve tissue. After finishing one side, repeat the same pattern with the other foot. Guidance summarized by researchers at Harvard Medical School notes that gentle, low-load ankle movement can help reduce blood pooling in older adults, especially when practiced several times throughout the day. Spending a few minutes on this exercise in the morning, midday, and evening can help counter the circulation slowdown that contributes to worsening nerve discomfort. And now we're moving into the top 2 exercises. The next one is so valuable that many specialists consider it nearly as essential as number 1. Number 2. Toe curls. This exercise often surprises people, yet it targets a problem many individuals with nerve discomfort overlook. Your feet contain an extremely high concentration of nerve endings. When you activate the small muscles in your feet, you stimulate circulation in the exact area where many sensitive nerves are located. Targeted foot movements can increase local blood flow more effectively than walking alone because they engage muscles that walking may not fully activate. To perform toe curls, sit in a chair with your feet flat on the floor, either barefoot or wearing thin socks. Slowly curl your toes downward as if you were trying to grip the floor. Hold that contraction for about 5 seconds while focusing on squeezing the small muscles in your feet. Then fully relax. That counts as 1 repetition. Begin with 10 repetitions per foot, performed twice a day. What makes this movement especially effective is that it activates intrinsic foot muscles that may have been underused for a long time. As these muscles contract, they gently compress tiny blood vessels in the feet, creating a pumping action that encourages fresh blood to circulate through the area. Clinical observations summarized by institutions such as Johns Hopkins University suggest that consistent foot strengthening routines may help reduce nighttime discomfort and improve sensory awareness in the feet over time. Many participants in structured exercise programs also report better balance as foot muscles and sensory nerves become more responsive. This improvement is partly related to stimulation of proprioceptors, specialized nerve endings that help your brain sense body position and movement. When these signals become clearer, stability and confidence while standing and walking often improve as well. Toe curls are highly beneficial, but they are not number 1. That position belongs to a movement so effective that many vascular and rehabilitation specialists consider it essential for supporting circulation and nerve health after 60. Before we reveal the final exercise, if you're finding this helpful, consider liking the video and subscribing. We share evidence-informed senior health content regularly to help you stay active and independent. Number 1. Toe spread and squeeze. Many vascular and rehabilitation specialists consider this one of the most effective foot movements for supporting circulation and nerve health after 60. When you understand how it works, it's easier to see why it ranks at the top. This exercise activates a large group of intrinsic foot muscles at the same time, the small stabilizing muscles between the bones of your feet that everyday walking often doesn't fully engage. When these muscles contract in a coordinated spread and squeeze pattern, they create a strong localized pumping action in the exact area where sensitive nerve tissue needs support. Research discussed by neurologists at Harvard Medical School has highlighted how targeted foot activation can temporarily increase blood flow to peripheral nerves and support healthier nerve signaling when practiced consistently. Here's how to perform the movement. Sit comfortably in a chair with your feet flat on the floor, barefoot, or in thin socks. Start with 1 foot. Keeping your heel on the ground, spread your toes apart as wide as you comfortably can. Focus on creating space between each toe. You may feel muscles activating in the arch and ball of your foot that you've rarely noticed before. Hold this spread position for 5 seconds. Next, gently squeeze your toes together and curl them downward as if you were trying to grip the floor. Hold for another 5 seconds. You should feel a different set of muscles engage, creating a full activation pattern through the foot. Relax completely. That counts as 1 repetition. Begin with 10 repetitions per foot, twice a day. Mild cramping can happen at first, especially if these muscles have been inactive. This usually fades as strength and coordination improve. Observations summarized by the Mayo Clinic suggest that structured foot exercises practiced over several weeks may reduce discomfort and improve balance in many older adults. To reinforce the benefits, you can combine toe spread and squeeze with ankle pumps. After finishing your toe repetitions, perform about 20 ankle pumps. Pairing these movements encourages additional circulation through the lower legs and feet. What should you expect? During the first 1 to 2 weeks, it's common to feel muscles working in the feet and lower legs. Between weeks 3 and 4, some people begin to notice reduced irritation and better sleep. Over the following weeks, gradual improvements in sensation and balance may continue as circulation and muscle control develop. So there you have it. 5 exercises ranked from helpful to essential for supporting nerve health after 60. The toe spread and squeeze stands out as the key movement that ties everything together. Now I'd like to hear from you. Which of these exercises are you starting today? And what has been the most challenging part of managing your nerve discomfort? Share your thoughts in the comments. And before you go, don't miss the next video. A surgeon explains why one commonly used vitamin may not always support leg circulation after 60 and what alternatives to consider. If keeping your legs strong and well supplied with blood matters to you, that discussion is worth watching. Thanks for being here.